Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my first impressions and thoughts on the brand new Ariana Grande Plush Vanilla from the Love Notes line. So if you guys are interested in hearing about this fragrance, then keep on watching. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is OshuSeasonalScents. On this channel, I talk about all things smell goods, beauty, lifestyle. So if you guys are interested in that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you are a returning viewer, hey, it is so good to see you. All right, you guys, so let's jump right into this fragrance. So I know a lot of people were really excited about this release. I go crazy for a good vanilla fragrance. I couldn't wait to get my nose on this one. So I decided to pick up the travel size in this new fragrance, and this is what the travel looks like. The full size of this bottle, you guys, is so cute and girly. It's like this color, but it's a little see-through, and it's just very cute and looks like it's gonna be just like a sweet type of fragrance. I'll put a picture up for you guys if you don't know what it looks like. But I was really close to just pulling the trigger and getting that one. But I wanted to start off with this because, you know, you never know what's gonna happen with these fragrances. So let's start off with some of the main accords listed on Fragrantica for this fragrance. So this one is described as being a woody vanilla, sweet amber, powdery balsamic, white floral, musky, warm, and spicy. Based off of the pictures that we saw in the promotion for this fragrance, and you know, the macaroons or the macarons that you see, I was kind of taken aback by those main accords because in a way it's kind of describing a different type of fragrance than at least I expected. And the main notes in here are sugar, cashmere wood, sandalwood, amber, and orange blossom. And then on the bottle, like the big size bottle that you get, and also on Sephora's website, it actually lists macarons as one of the notes as well. So let's go ahead and give this one a spritz. I have been wearing this one for the past couple days. Okay, you guys, this is very different than what I expected. I thought that this one was gonna be very sweet, gourmandish. You know, you see macarons in anything and you think, okay, this is gonna kind of have like a cookie type of vanilla smell. But this actually kind of goes into a different type of direction. And immediately when I smelled this, and even now, it made me think of a few different fragrances in my collection. So when you first spray this, it starts off sweet. You know, you get a good mix of that vanilla and that sugar. And you're like, ooh, okay, this is probably just gonna get sweeter and sweeter. At least that's what I was thinking. But then immediately as it starts to dry down, it starts to get woodier and woodier. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is nothing like what I expected this one to be. It's definitely along the more mature, sophisticated types of fragrances for Ariana Grande. And I wasn't expecting that. So when this opens, this reminds me so much of Sol de Janeiro's 59, because you know how this one has that vanilla in there. It also has this musk, but it has this like kind of like soft chiffon creaminess to it. And I kind of get remnants of that in this one, just based off of the initial spray. Then it gets, you know, very ambery, sandalwood. The woody notes really just take over. And I would say this is more so a woody, ambery vanilla than like a vanilla, sugary, sweet type of scent. It doesn't come off gourmand at all to me. Slightly in the beginning, but that's pretty much it. But then when it dries all the way down, you guys, and even as it's drying down, it starts to smell like one of our favorite fragrances that everybody was loving, I think last year and the end of 2023. But there were a few things that I was thinking of when I smelled it. So at first I was thinking, okay, well maybe this smells like a little bit of Vanilla Vice from Sniff. Then I smelled this one and I said, no, that's a different type of vanilla. Another one that I thought of was Nest Vanilla Bourbon, but again, this one smells a little bit more smooth. That bourbon is front and center, and this is just a little bit cozier than this woody vanilla that I'm getting from Ariana Grande. Yo, then you guys, I came around to smelling Vanilla Skin from Fleur, and you guys, these two smell so similar. The only difference is that this one starts off like a woody vanilla fragrance from the beginning. And then the Ariana Grande Plush Vanilla, it starts off softer, a little sweeter. But then as it develops, those woody nuances take over, and yeah, it smells so similar to Vanilla Skin. The difference between this one and that one is that this one's definitely more enhanced in that woody aspect. It comes off more powerful, more bold. Definitely has a heavier sillage, whereas Plush Vanilla is definitely softer. It's not quite as spicy. It wears quite skin-like. When you first spray it, it doesn't smell like it's gonna be as light and airy as it dries down to. It comes off a little bit bolder, like a little heavier. So it can kind of make you think it's gonna project a lot, but I've worn this fragrance out twice, and the only person that smelled it on me was my husband, and that was because I asked him if he liked it. Other than that, I don't even know if he would have smelled this one on me. But I did have him smell both of these on each wrist, and he preferred this one because it was a little less woody and a little bit sweeter, which really isn't that surprising because it's a vanilla fragrance, and because it starts off so much like, you know, sweeter and softer. It is nice, but someone's gonna have to be like right up on you to smell this one, even if you go in a lot. You guys, this one starts to disappear after maybe the second hour, if that. It really didn't last all that long on my skin. Even now, after spraying it, it's starting to get a little woody, but it is starting to fade away quite quickly. So you are gonna have to overspray, but I don't even know if overspraying is really going to make this one project like that, because it does sit very, very close to your skin. So for someone like me who is sensitive to smells right now, this actually works. However, if I wasn't so sensitive to fragrances, I would still want this fragrance to last a little bit longer than like 2 to 3 hours. Now you do get your money's worth somewhat, because the price of this is amazing, right? The big bottle is only $80, and I think it's like a 4.2 or a 4.7. So that is actually a great price, but you kind of are getting what you're paying for a little bit, because it really just does not last as long as I would like it to. I think it's cute, but it is a predictable scent. It's nothing like we haven't smelled before. It is like a comforting, warm, pretty girl scent, but it smells almost identical to Vanilla Skin. If Vanilla Skin is a little too woody for you, it's a little too beast mode, you like this scent DNA, but you want something that's just, you know, a little bit more toned down, then you would probably love Love Notes Plush Vanilla, because it's giving you that same vibe. But if you're not into woody, musky fragrances, then you probably want to get your nose on this one first, because it's definitely giving woody vanilla. If you go into this one thinking that you're gonna get like this sweet vanilla, sugary, like macaron type of fragrance, I think you need to go into it with an open mind and get that thought out of your head, because it's not gonna give you exactly that. I think it's gonna be much different than a lot of people expected. So in that case, I think all ages can wear it, but this honestly isn't something I could see like a teenager wearing. This is definitely for someone that has, you know, a little bit more experience and age on them. But if you're looking for something that's a little bit sweeter, then you know how I said this one has that opening of Sol de Janeiro Cheirosa 59. I have been pairing it with this duo from Sol de Janeiro, and it's giving me more of what I thought this fragrance was gonna smell like. More of like a gourmand, you know, sweet, sugary vanilla. But if you love that woody type of direction, I also think that this one would pair really nicely with Vanilla Romance from Bath & Body Works, and that's really gonna play up that woody aspect. You can also pair this one with Vanilla Ease. I wore this one this afternoon just to see what it was giving, and this is a beautiful combination, especially if you don't want too much woodiness. This one, it has that touch of the lavender, so it's gonna give it a smooth, sweet vanilla take. So, you know, I mean, there's different ways to play with this one, but do we all wanna play with a fragrance to make it work for us? Probably not, but you know, that's just what I've been doing with mine. Right now, I think I'm fine with the travel size, because if I want to smell like this, I already have Vanilla Skin from Fleur, even though this is much stronger. If I wanted this type of DNA, honestly, if you have this and you have a Cheirosa 59, you could just pair these together and you're pretty much gonna get Plush Vanilla. So because of that, I'm okay with keeping this travel size right now. If I fly through this, then I'll go out and I'll get a big size. But right now, I feel like I have other fragrances in my collection that smell very similar to this. So I'm not mad at it. It's not a love. I like it. I think it is cute, but just a little different than what I expected. So once again, this is Ariana Grande Love Notes Plush Vanilla. All right, you guys, and that is it. Those are my quick thoughts on the brand new Plush Vanilla from Ariana Grande. Comment down below and let me know, what do you guys think about this new fragrance, if you've tried it. I know it's been out for a couple days now, so if you're a vanilla lover like me, I'm sure you got your nose on it. But what do you think? Do you think it matches the promotion that we all got from the macarons or the macaroons and the pictures and the sugar and the vanilla? Are you in love with it? Are you disappointed? Let's talk about it. If you guys did like today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up before you leave. Share it with a friend or two. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. And as usual, take care of yourself. God bless you all. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.